Good night again, everyone, to another episode of Our Purpose podcast. Tonight we have a special guest, Mr. Carey Anderson. Uh, Clems will be joining the show shortly, but just to give a basic overview and introduction of our guest, he's a fitness enthusiast, a personal development trainer, and he worked with Flow as a regional manager. Overall, he worked with Flow for over 20 years. And he's a man that wear many other hats, but those are his um, core hats that he wore in the past. And yeah, so we're here to have a conversation with Kerry in terms of his journey and his journey in personal development, in management, and in terms of wealth creation and so forth. So he should be on the screen shortly. So yeah, welcome, Kerry.
Yes, yes. Well, thank you for having invited me to your platform to have a conversation. I'm
Yeah,
excited to
man.
be here.
Thanks for being here. It's a pleasure. Thanks for accepting the invitation. Um, so let us just break the ice a little bit.
Yeah.
You might want to tell the viewers a little bit about yourself, your journey, how you started. I mean, not much, maybe a 2 minute little kind of overview
Uh, Tata
about
did
your
a
life.
Tata did a great job. I don't know. Well, currently working Flow as an economist. In the telecoms space, working in different areas of telecoms from commercial analysis, economic advisor, risk analysis, that sort of thing for approximately 20 years. I'm also uh, avid fitness enthusiast, and I've been operating in the fitness space for roughly 15 years as well, personal coach in that space. And also, I'm also enthused and excited about branding and image, and kind of building that kind of image that will give yourself the best chance at achieving success in life. So I've also delved a little bit in that space, understand what it is, what you need to do, how to portray yourself in the public space. So uh, that kind of thing. And he did also mention a little bit. I mean, there's no image without being also financially stable. So not just financially stable, but you also want to flourish. So that other aspect of it is sometimes not spoken about much when people talk about image, your image, creating an image on your brand, but it's an important component. So you need to understand that as well. So yeah, over to you, Ryan.
Yeah, yeah, man. Thanks for that. But this is Jamaica, and Jamaicans we have a school rivalry. So people want to know what school you used to attend,
Uh, well,
especially the high school part.
didn't go to a Kingston school. I'm from St. Catherine, rural part. So I started out my high school career in my high school journey rather, Charlemont High School, the school that Asafa Powell attended, and
Mm.
then I finished up my sixth form years at St. Jago High School.
Okay, so you attended school that a lot of
Yes,
famous sports people went to,
yeah,
except
man.
that they are not in Kingston.
Yes.
So just a little bit about your journey. You went to Charlemont and then you went to Jago, but then after Jago, what school did you attend? Was it UE, UTech, and what was your journey there? What did you study? What did you choose to study, and what was the reason for you choosing that avenue?
Okay, a good question. Yeah, I went to UE and I studied economics and accounting. And why economics and accounting? I was always good at the numbers, good at the mathematical field, arithmetic. Uh, so I I took a liking. Well, in sixth form, I did accounting and did
Mhm.
mathematics as well. So it was almost like a natural progression that having done those subjects in A level, you go on to UA to do accounting. I did accounting because most of my friends were really doing accounting. I wasn't really a big fan of accounts. I didn't want to do it as a career.
Okay.
So I did it because my friends were doing it, and I chose economics because I somewhat prefer that field. Yeah, and then after finishing my first degree, I did a double major. I went on and did a master's degree in economics, which is my true love. So that's it.
I didn't get that part. Double major in what area?
The double major was in economics and accounting.
Oh, economics. Okay, cool, cool,
Economics.
cool.
Hence why I'm an economist with a master's there, advanced degree.
Mr. Carey, good night, boss.
Good night. Good night.
I'm about to jump in now, because you said two things that really have me shocked. First, you say you know really like accounting, which I think is the best subject in the world. You must like accounting.
Well, I like,
Make you a chance to answer.
no, I like it for life.
but then you say, oh, economics is
Yeah.
my love, and that's literally the worst subject in the
Really?
world.
No, it's the best, man.
I used to carry. This is where you and I agree. I think accounting is like the worst thing, and economics is way better.
No, accounts is the worst. You know. It's a very important subject for life. For
Yep.
life. And
Yep.
managing your life, especially
Yep.
when it comes to your finances. But as a career, I didn't want to pursue it as a career.
All right, perfect. So I was backstage listening. I was backstage listening while definitely Ryan was giving you such an eloquent introduction on everything that you have done in your career. But I'm going to touch on some stuff, But listen, Mr. Carey, I must tell you, the summer is coming up. Everybody want to get the summer body, including myself here. Everybody want to get the summer body, and you tell us, and I was hearing that, you're in nutrition, you're in fitness, So we want to know exactly what's going on, right? So just tell us about fitness, right? Because I think we have a misconception our fitness is about we just go to the gym 2 times and then we take off a shirt to feel like say we're supposed to see abs. We're supposed to see abs when we flex, so we're supposed to see muscles. Give us a little rundown about exercising and what it really takes and the discipline, and also about nutrition as well.
Okay.
Kerry, before you go into that, just to let you know, our core audience is mostly female, and them want them summer body too. So talk to them as well.
All right. I'm trying not to talk for the ladies because I know the ladies don't like it too. It's too hard. They're quick. But yeah, fitness and nutrition. So both of them go hand in hand. There's not one without the other. They both complement each other. I like to call them 100% each. Each is 100%, right? They give you 100%. They say abs are made in the kitchen, right? So they understand the importance of nutrition. Really and truly, if you want to go into fitness and nutrition, it's really a lifestyle change. So you gotta start to change your mindset to say, we're gonna do this. This is everything. I'm gonna build my entire lifestyle around this. And the requirements to do this is not so much motivation. You're gonna be motivated the first few weeks, perhaps if your motivation is not strong, depending on what motivates you. But what really gonna keep you coming back each week is the discipline. It's the discipline to commit to what you set out to do. All right. So if you say you want to get started, say I don't know, you say you want a summer body and you want to drop some pounds by summer, and, have some abs and have some shoulders. There's a saying, the bigger the shoulders, the closer the girls draw to you.
Yep. Absolutely.
Straps.
So let me ask you a question here. So let's say, because we're going to do realistic numbers now. So let's say someone is 190 pounds, right? Someone's 190 pounds right now. And let's say by August, because you know August is the peak time in the summer. Yeah. By August, they want to get down to 150. How realistic is that? How strict is the exercise regime plus the eating has to be in order to accomplish a goal like that?
It's a bit aggressive. You can do it in a healthy way. So it depends, because if you're just gonna do muscles, so the way thing kind of bit confusing, right? Because muscles heavy. Mm-hmm. If you put muscles on your body, you probably weigh a little bit more than you find that the scale going down. Because the muscles are denser than fat, so the muscles weigh a little bit more. But say you want to reduce waist size. You want to cut down your waist size. Say you're 38, you want to bring it down to 34 now. Mm-hmm. Come on, you want to take off the belly. The waist and all.
Absolutely.
34. All right. So first thing when I tell you to do, you tell yourself cut out your carbs. Cut your carbs. All right.
So when they say cut out the carbs, remember most of the persons who are watching, are females.
Yeah.
And females, they just want to eat anything. So tell us, what are some carbs what we need for cut out? What are some carbs?
Number one thing is sugar. And sugar is the most products you consume.
Okay, so sugar.
If you market and look to the labels, a lot of things you consume, bread included, has sugar in it. Biscuits, most of even when it doesn't taste sweet, it has sugar in it.
Sometimes. So you talk about sugar. What about like the Diet Cokes, the Diet Pepsi?
That's sugar. Even with Diet Coke, they use artificial flavors. In some cases, artificial flavoring, but even they have the man-made artificial sugar components in that. So that research has also shown that you may get around it slightly, but you still keep the weight on your body despite consuming Diet Coke. So I would suggest no form of soda at all. To be absolutely on the safe side, drink water, not even juice. Okay. No fruit juice or nothing like that. Even when you go in the supermarket and say no sugar added.
All right.
Because a big problem.
What about juice? Like juices?
Yeah, because what happens is that don't get too technical. See, there you go.
All right.
The apple juice, them. They're not good.
All right. So Mr. Anderson, so look here, right? Yeah. So this is telling me total sugars 25 grams.
What kind of serving size?
Per serving.
How many servings in that?
You don't really have the per. It just says you don't really have the per serving for the sugar,
No. What the sugar is
about 7 servings per container.
Yeah.
So that's at 175 grams of sugar.
So 7 multiplied by 25 is the total amount.
Yeah. 175.
And then it also says includes 21 grams of added sugar.
They got to make it taste good for you to buy it.
So you're telling me
sugar is very addictive,
So you're telling me that this is no good.
No good. Throw it away.
All right. I have to
eat the fruit. Go to the market and buy the fruits.
So okay. All right.
Because, another thing too, because the fruit, when you buy the fruit have what is called a soluble fiber in it. Okay. So the fiber, the body takes a longer time to break down fiber. So the glucose, which is the final component of carbs, get absorbed in the bloodstream a little slower than when you just drink it straight.
Okay.
Break down, it goes right into the blood system.
Okay.
And it causes insulin spikes. Insulin is a hormone that makes you store.
What's the name of the hormone again?
Insulin.
Insulin. Okay.
Yeah, because it regulates your blood sugar level. Whenever there's too much glucose in the blood, body releases insulin. The insulin pulls the glucose out of the blood into the cells.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you're not using the glucose that's floating around in your cells or wherever it is, then it's over time it gets stored as fat.
Okay. Understood. Understood. So you say cut out sugar. That's number one.
Yeah,
if you cut out sugar, you're halfway there.
Yeah, man. I would have said as well, when you go in the supermarket, please avoid mostly simple carbs. And we talk about the white, like the refined carbohydrates like bread, white bread, biscuits, ice cream, cake, those things. You gotta eliminate those things like that. Those little snacks you buy, all of them little snack business, the donuts.
So,
no.
So this out of the picture.
Out of the picture.
Oh, Jesus.
So, Carey, normally I'm not a consumer of white bread from ever since, but I prefer brown bread. However, I'm being told that brown bread is a scam. Could you elaborate?
Well, it's somewhat of a scam, they say, mainly because of the type of wheat that is now being produced to make it. I want to get technical, but they talk about glycemic index, which anything white, potato, white bread, white flour has a high glycemic index. But what is our research has also shown is that which is supposed to be the wheat, right, which is supposed to be a lower glycemic index, is now showing up to be just as high in glycemic index. So it doesn't have it's.
We're getting a little bit of feedback from you, so I don't know if it's something you can address.
Okay.
No, like a little bit of echoing kind of thing.
Still?
Well, I work with it, man, and see. So we'll cut out the sugar, right? Because we are going to allow everyone here to get the summer body, right? So after this podcast, I'm going to check in with everybody by about July, August, and they should be on their journey, to health. So it's cut out the sugar, cut out the white bread, cut out the brown bread, because the wheat bread are foolishness. All right, so let us talk about rice, right? Where do you stand? Where do you stand on rice? Can we get rice in portions?
Yeah, I wouldn't say eliminate rice. I would say, I don't know. I would say reduce the quantity.
Okay.
So if you normally eat a big cup, try consuming half cup. And if you can have like sweet potato is an excellent source of carbs. That's more complex carbs. Bananas, yams, sashimi. Yeah.
Okay.
And those things keep you full longer for a longer period of time. So let me break it down. So when I speak about dieting, there are three ways you can attack dieting. You can do time compression, meaning that you reduce your eating window. Right? So you say, I get up in the morning, I'm gonna have breakfast at 8.
Okay.
And I'm gonna consume between 8 and 6 in the evening. Then you break. No consumption after that.
Okay.
So you can compress the time. So your feasting time, you reduce it. One of the things you don't want to do, you don't want to eat too close to sleep.
You don't want to eat too close to sleep.
No, you don't want to eat too close to sleep. So if you can cut off, make 6 or 7 o'clock the final time of the evening which you consume, that would be great. That would be a great start. I personally practice intermittent fasting.
Okay. And what is that? What is that?
Intermittent fasting pretty much means I go like 15, 16 hours without eating anything.
15, 16 hours without eating anything. Yeah. So is that when you have like a set time period when to eat, and after I eat anything within that particular period?
I don't eat anything within it, but some people try to eat anything within it, right? But I don't suggest that. So that's one way is to do time restriction. We can do calorie restriction as well.
Okay.
Which you start to look at how much calories do you consume.
Okay.
So you say, which is a little bit more complex because then you have to have an idea how to measure your calories and stuff. But one way to look at it in a very simple way is to say, if I used to eat 2 cups of rice, I'm gonna start eating half cup of rice.
All right, so there is a question here. Mika is asking you, how effective is dieting according to your blood type?
That's a good question.
Blood type. You mean for weight loss? Is it for
weight loss? Yeah, weight loss.
I don't think your blood type matters much. What matters is your metabolic rate, because you have three types of metabolic rate with it. Three types of body. You have people who are naturally. You have people who can take off the weight easily, and you have people who can put on the weight easily. Right? You have some people eat anything and they will just not seem like they're getting fat. And some people they just breathe
and they put on weight
on the food without consuming it, and they put on fat, because you have three body types really.
But is your metabolism, does it act according to your age? Because sometimes the older you get,
and the real reason for that is because as the older you get, what happens is that you start to lose muscle mass. As you're getting older, you're losing muscle mass. And muscle is really what burns. That makes your metabolic rate higher. The more muscle you have on your body, the higher metabolic rate, which means the higher your body, the more efficient your body is at consuming calories. So in other words, you're less likely to put on fat.
And so while we're on the topic metabolism, is there a way how to increase your metabolism?
Yeah, you can do exercising. You have two types of exercise: aerobics and anaerobic. Aerobic is like you run, like jog, or you do the high intensity training that they do. That's good, but one of the bad thing about it is that once you break, your metabolic rate comes back down. But you can also go into and do what they call resistance training, which is where you push against some form of resistance, weights. So you lift weights, and that way you build muscle. And your metabolic rate stay high. Your rest metabolic rate remains high. So you are more efficient at burning calories. Even when you're sleeping, you're burning larger percentage of calories. So that is better. That is a better way of managing your body fat.
All right, perfect. So this is a very important question. The person didn't want to ask it here, so they send it to me in a text message.
Yeah.
They said that there has been a theory that sexual intercourse is a part of exercise, and if you do enough sexual intercourse, then you can lose some weight. Is there credence to that? Is there some truth?
It's activity. Anything that requires motion, you're using energy.
Okay, so that means
to exercise that way you're fine.
So that means there is some truth to that.
Yeah, there's a lot of truth there.
A lot of truth. Okay. All right, perfect. Ryan, Socrates, welcome, boss.
Yeah, welcome, Socrates. And Carey, them man are used to fasting, so
yeah.
This whole topic. Yeah, man. The one is
health. Fasting is actually quite good for other health reasons outside of fitness. Outside of trying to particularly get a particular body. You can research on it. It's good for repairing organs.
All right. So let me ask you, Carey. A lot of, as I said, our audience are predominantly women.
Yeah.
A lot of women have issues of they start workout, they start seeing some progress, life happens, they stop.
Can't stop.
The hardest thing to start again.
It's a lifestyle.
Is there, and I know, and the easy answer would be, you have to be motivated. It's a lifestyle. But is there any advice out there you could give a woman, a man who probably fit for talk? Hey, I want to start, I buy everything for the gym, I buy my gym shoes, I buy my clothes, but I just can't start. I just can't start. For some reason, I can't start. To that, you say what?
Start. Just got it, Jim. Let me tell you, I've been doing it for like 20 years, and more than 50% of the time, I don't want to go.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to go. I get up, I work out in the mornings. I get up, I'm like, gee, it's raining. Not even if it rains, it don't bother me much because apparently it's a cool day. But it just doesn't. I don't feel like working out today. But I still go. I'm still in the gym. You can guarantee to see me there.
All right. So there's also been a theory out there that's saying if you want to build muscle,
Yeah,
you lift heavier weights.
that's right.
If you want to tone up, you do smaller weights but more reps. Can you either expound on that? Can you give us some?
Well, there's some amount of truth to that. Higher reps usually you get more. What they say, more cuts.
Yeah.
Yeah, because really almost all those muscle grow. Muscle grow by you ripping the muscle fibers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You tear the fibers, right? So you put the place resistance against it. You press it to its limit, and then the fibers go pop, pop, pop. Well, you're not hearing them, but they burst inside.
Yeah, absolutely.
The fibers burst, and then they grow back stronger.
Okay.
They come back stronger, and so the muscle become bigger and stronger.
Okay.
That's how
Perfect.
you feel the pain. Like a few days later, you feel it hurts and stuff like that. Because you have caused damage to the fibers. You break the body down, and the body build back itself stronger. But to build back itself stronger, you need to feed the body. This is where protein comes in.
So I have two more questions for now, and then I'm going to pass it on to these gentlemen so they can ask some more questions of you. But I forget one of them. But the other one is there has been a lot of enhancement to the body going on now, right? Where people are going to Mexico, US, DR in order to, take the fat out and put the fat somewhere else. However, after them do that, the same gym that they didn't want to go to, they still end up have to go to the gym in order to maintain that, right? Knowing what you know in fitness, knowing that you've been in fitness for so long, obviously you're not gonna tell people can do what they want to do. But how would you steer someone who is thinking about surgery and say, listen, may I have this FUPA 2 years now and may I go to the gym and it not work? How can you steer them in order to get this done instead of going to the DR, the Mexicos to do surgery?
I mean, you can get the same results. It's going to take a longer time. It's going to take probably more discipline and a lifestyle change. But once you find a good gym and a good personal trainer who knows what he's doing, he or she's doing, there's nothing you absolutely cannot, any of these outcomes that you cannot achieve by just working out.
Mm-hmm.
Once you see somebody that knows what they're doing, and you will get it. You get that flat stomach again, and the flat stomach you're looking for, you get it. So take some time and discipline on your part. But once you get it, listen, you see the person you become in just going through the process, you'll be a whole different individual, and you're gonna love that individual. That's gonna be an unstoppable person. The person that works hard, works diligent, and disciplined to get there. You're gonna love that person. So I want to encourage anybody and everybody, go that road. It's a healthier road, it's a safer road, and you're gonna be better for it. 100%.
Perfect. And how about vitamins, whey protein, but the fish oil, those things. Is that something that you recommend? What about, and I want you to tell me, if you can tell me specifics, that would be perfect. What about the person who is gymming on a budget, who is dieting on a budget? What are, and I know some things they can't, because see your boss, but not ramp with them. We have a D3, right? That's right. We have a vitamin. I didn't even know you were coming on, but hey, watch it. It's here. Now I'm a vitamin K12, right? So I have the things then, right? But somebody who is dieting on a budget, somebody who probably not working, probably has a child or two, and they want to do it. Which ones would you say are the most important ones that they have to, hey, you must buy this. Hey, no matter what, you have to buy this.
I don't take whey protein. So let me start right there.
Okay.
I don't take any. But if you need supplement depend on your lifestyle, and you probably don't get to prepare your meals like whole food. I suggest whole food. That's it. Eggs are one of the cheaper version of food, and eggs is supremely good source of protein. Supremely good.
Eggs.
Oh man, egg is superfood. Egg is a super food. It's rich, packed in vitamins and nutrients. Uh, so eggs, buy eggs, consume eggs. And don't worry about egg. Egg has there's no link with eggs and cholesterol. That's all garbage.
So so are we doing the yolk? Is the egg yolk?
Everything. That's where the
Everything.
juice is. The yolk is
Okay.
what contains the nutrients. It's a superfood. Eggs is a superfood. And I know protein is not the cheapest thing to get, but you can consume chicken, especially the breast. People don't like the breast, but it's hard to eat. But if you know to prepare it where it's a little bit more easier to eat, consume, then you can try that.
All right, sorry, gentlemen.
But to your vitamins, to your question asks about the vitamins and all of that, fish oil and those things are good for your memory, good for your brain health. So I suggest everybody take fish oil.
Everybody take fish oil.
Everybody should be taking
Fish oil, okay.
Hear that, people?
That's whether
Everybody.
in the gym or not. Fish oil should be a must go to supplement.
Okay.
Right? And you can get multivitamin otherwise. Zinc for men. Zinc is very good for men. And
Zinc.
Zinc for men. Super important.
What does zinc do for me?
Well, it's good for overall health, and it's one of those nutrients that is important for testosterone production.
Okay. All right.
Which is a man thing that way.
Yeah.
About that.
Absolutely. So, and I see Mika mentioned something here, and I must ask you because, and if you can tell, so I'm going to ask you this question, and then I'm going to go backstage, right? But I want to know about eating before the gym, eating after the gym, right? And I know yesterday there's a cutoff time where the eating is concerned, where don't eat after 6, after 7, or close to when you're going to your bed. But what are some kind of foods that we can eat before we go to the gym that, one, when you work out, they put your stomach hard. And then 2, with the recovery process after you just finish workout, whether you're the cardio, whether you're the weights, whatever it is that you do, what are some foods that we can eat now to make the muscles recover, make your body recover so you can still feel good?
Well, before the gym, I usually work out on an empty stomach. That's just me. For some people, that's a bit of a challenge. But if anything, I would suggest eat 2 ripe bananas. It's good energy right away. Eat 2 ripe bananas before the gym. That's supposed to be sufficient energy. There are pre-workout supplements. I don't take any. You'll have to read up on them. But I would say banana if you really need a burst of energy to run you. After workout, some people like to go protein shake. Do have a protein shake after the workout, and that's just their meal, the meal after the workout. So I don't have anything I take particularly after workouts. After workout, I wait like 2 hours before I eat. but that's just for me. Yeah.
Okay, so you don't really do the protein shake.
Now, right currently I don't do protein shake. I don't rule it out because there are a lot of good protein shakes out there. And it depends on your lifestyle. If you're always a person on the go and you don't get to prepare your meals and stuff like that, then protein shake definitely has a place. And it depends on your goals, because if you're trying to build muscles really, really fast and you can consume all of that protein requirement by eating whole food, then certainly supplement with protein shake. Yeah.
All right, Socrates, you have any question you want to ask?
Right. Good night. Good night, everyone watching. I am just joining. I don't know Mr. Anderson's specific role. Is he a nutritionist, a personal trainer? What do you do, Sir Anderson?
More like a personal trainer. But of course, in personal training, you have to understand some amount of nutrition. Nutrition is 50% of the work. If you're trying to construct a body, 50% is outside the gym and 50% is in the gym. depending on your fitness or outcomes.
Okay, so the question I would ask then, as a fitness trainer, what is your personal training style for your client?
Oh, let me see if I understand. Well, so I like to do a combination of weight training and bit of aerobic training, and that's really just to get people endurance up and fitness up. You want to increase the efficiency of the lungs and the heart, build up in terms of your cardio fitness. So I do a little bit of mostly high intensity movement training, but primarily I go for weights. I put muscles on people's body.
Okay. All right. Here's the thing. I recently started the gym because what happened, I have a workout, a land ranger at home that does body workout, but it's mostly toning. So I recently started the gym, and when I went there, the trainer put me on the weight same time. However, 4 days after that, me still mash up. I put on ice for me, shoulder, abs, all of them places there.
Yeah.
So did he go about it the wrong way, putting me on the weights same day
Same day.
and
It
giving
depends on
me
how much weights.
X amount of reps to do?
You probably have a foundation already. Probably notice you have a foundation and put it on.
Yeah, I have the foundation. So I was figuring maybe because I look a certain way, thought that I could manage the weights. But the thing is, my legs can manage the weights because of football and all of those things. But my upper body, it is foreign to me because my upper body is used to toning.
Yeah, regardless, you're gonna pain up a little. I don't know.
That was more than a little.
But it's new to the body. The body's trying to get it's adjusted to this new thing, trying to do with it.
So since that time, what I've done over the past 3 or so weeks is to do like the arm workout and the chest workout and all of those things. So I think that I am prepared my body better to go back on the weights in the next week or two. You think that is the right way?
Well, usually when people come on pain up, I put them right back on the weights. And
you put them right back on it?
Yeah, it goes away. Like a day later, it goes away.
It took me 3 or 4 days.
I don't know what happened. I don't know what you did to it. But
so what happened since then? I've been doing the arm workouts and the chest and so forth. So what I plan to do now, for the next week or so coming, I think I'm going to go back on the weights because I think I am more prepared for it now.
Okay, you're gonna pain up again though. But for many
people,
it
will do that bad.
Yeah, but many people who can't go inside the gym, there are a lot of stuff you can actually do. There are a lot of workouts you can actually do.
Yeah.
If you can't afford to go to the gym, I mean, there are a lot of stuff you can do at home, just your body weight. There's a whole fitness field of fitness called calisthenics, where you just use your body weight as a resistance.
Yeah.
So I do online training too at times, and in those cases where there's no weights, you improvise and use person's body's weight. It's important. There are 3 components to maintaining proper health, proper fitness health, if you want to put it that way. You got to rest properly. Rest is important. You got to learn to rest properly. Stress management, you have to manage your stress because stress can reap havoc at the best of bodies you have. If you're not managing your stress levels well, you can destroy that. Some form of workout program, something moving, something you gotta get up, move, something, some resistance training, something there. And of course, your diet. I mean, I can't stress enough how important it is for your diet. To your listeners, if you can avoid sugar, please avoid sugar. Reduce. It's going to be a challenge. I know sugar is an addictive food.
What about reducing? What if it is that I used to use, I could say 20 grams and I reduce it to 15 or 10? That's better?
If you used to do 2 spoons, do 1. And you will find that over time, you adjust it and it's going to taste, you're going to get used to it. It's not going to taste as fresh as it was before. And you get used to the taste. You acquire the taste. Your body will adjust to the taste over time.
Yeah, because recently, why I asked this, recently normally I make juices from home, and I made um, a jug of juice recently, and it did not have the taste of sugar in it. However, it was not fresh either, but
Yeah,
it
it was
was,
good, right?
yeah.
You
So
can have it and enjoy
so
it.
I used basically like half the amount of sugar that I normally would use. Is that a good way to go about it?
Yeah, man. Once you put less sugar in the body, sugar is destructive to the body. Let me tell you, sugar is just such a bad food to consume. Even outside of just fitness itself, I'm talking about managing your body fat. Sugar is just a bad food to consume. It's a poisonous food for the body. And we're talking about normal table sugar, just table sugar now. We're not even talking about fructose, high conserved fructose, which is a killer. Those things destroy you. And those things are in most products you buy because it's cheaper and it makes the food taste good. Listen, people are not selling food for if you're running a commercial entity, you're selling products. You're not selling products for nutrition, you're selling products for taste. People not buying it for nutrition, people buy food for taste. People want to feel good. It's an experience. When I'm gonna sit and eat it, we don't want to enjoy himself.
Well, so
But before you go any further, Ken, let me just one little thing. Remember when the Ministry of Health was on the drive to reduce the sugar, and you have the Wisconkers and so forth, so that they're going to lose money because of what the ministry is doing. However, I see where they put out the juices now, I say 38% less sugar, 48% less sugar, and I don't hear them crying that they're losing money.
It's the commercial entities do what they want to do, man. Those are big boys.
Yeah,
So
so
yeah,
basically, I
Pepsi
think
has one of
Jamaica is more becoming
Pepsi has
health
one of the
conscious.
best ad on TV right now.
Huh?
Pepsi has one of the best ad on TV right now. Pepsi, one of the best ads. Pepsi is renowned for great ads, but Pepsi is one of the worst thing to consume ever.
Pepsi, right?
Oh,
So
I've not had a Pepsi in years.
no more Pepsi for me. Not even that.
I was addicted to Pepsi, but I've decreased my Pepsi intake a lot.
So I have a bone to pick with you and Mr. Carey and your little cronies them,
Yeah.
I don't know if you are guilty, but your cronies certainly are. And on behalf of the men who are busy and send them wife or girlfriend to the gym, so they're getting some personal training,
Yes.
right? Why is it that, and listen, I'm not saying it's you, right?
Yeah.
But why is it that when we send a woman to go to the gym, the personal trainers them have so close for sure them to use the machine, for sure them have to lift the weights, for sure them have to squat.
Because sometimes you get it wrong, your back position right, or it's important because you cannot hurt the lady. You cannot afford have her to hurt herself. Safety is first is the number one rule in the gym. Safety first.
So have you, and if you're free for don't answer, but like a guy, you ever been training a woman yet and her boyfriend or husband there and I say, hey trainer, hey, a little bit too close. Has that
I never had that experience.
Oh, because listen, I've been to the gym, is one thing I tell anybody when I talk to. If you want to go to the gym, we both can watch YouTube and figure it out. Will YouTube solve our problems? But can't say my woman go to the gym.
So like a female trainer then.
But them say the female trainer them too soft. They're too soft. Now I give them the nitty gritty like the male trainers.
That's why you have to just put a damp on the jealousy meter. Just kind of compress it a little.
But you do agree that at times the thing look a little bit sketchy.
I mean, on the outside looking in, if you don't understand what's going on, you may want to feel a little way still.
Oh man. So let's get back to the nutrition aspect. So they always say breakfast is the most important meal of the day, right? That's a theory that's out there. What are your thoughts on if you're setting up a program? All right, let's say I come to you, Mr. Carey. Hey man, listen. Every time I go work, them I talk about my belly. Them I say, boy, your belly big, right? And you say, okay, I'm gonna tell you, say, may have Fruit Loops, may have Apple Jacks, may have cornflakes, may have Pops, may have all of them cereal up there. Is cereal something?
No cereal.
No cereal.
No cereal.
All right. What about the milk? What about the milk? Does it matter if it's 2% or whole milk or almond milk? Because they say almond milk is the best milk out there.
Marketing, but anyway, leave that alone. Yeah, I have no problem with milk.
So any milk is fine.
I guess so.
Okay. All right.
But not your lactose. Some people are lactose intolerant, so
yeah.
Okay. Sure.
You said any milk is fine?
Yeah, some people are lactose.
Because what I did some years ago, you know, I stopped using condensed milk and started to use creamer.
Creamer is it have hydrogenated fat, hydrogenated oils, which is not good for you.
I didn't get that.
It has hydrogenated oils in it, which is man-made fats in the creamer.
So there's man-made fats in the creamer. So right now, everything that we have suggested to Mr. Carey so far is just not good. Based on me, right now, I need to change my cabinet because I show you my juice not good. I show you my bread not good. I list out all of my cereal up top, all of my cereal.
Yeah, no cereal. Whole foods. Get up, make your egg, do your tin mackerel, do your sardines.
So sardine is good.
Yeah, man. That's a whole food.
Especially the bone part.
Then I make that.
Sardine.
That's whole food. That's real food.
Sardine.
Especially part of the bone.
Man-made. They didn't make that in a factory.
What about?
So Carey, it sounds like you send me back a condensed milk, man, and tell me to load the creamer alone.
I'm just saying creamer has its issues. Not a perfect substitute.
Okay.
Because now you're trying to avoid anyway.
All right. So,
but from a weight gain perspective, creamer is a better alternative because there's no sugar in it.
Okay. Let me ask you a question, Mr. Carey. Let's talk about abs. Let's talk about abs now. You know, growing up, prep school, high school, part of university, was an athlete, right? So I was told what to do.
Yeah.
So when you're told what to do, it's easy. You know, you just do whatever them say, and you get the abs and so. Yeah. As I start to transition out of sports and depend on my own, you know, I move from a 8-pack to a 6-pack to a 4-pack to a 2-pack. No, me have a 1-pack. There's a 1-pack. Just 1-pack, right? But talking about abs, I think for men, especially in my generation, for men, they feel like they reach their goal when they start to see some abs. Either the abs are print out firm or they're coming. What would be your? So I come to you, Mr. Carey, and I say, listen, you know, I want some abs, right? Give me some suggestions of how or some different avenues how I can get those abs.
Well, I mean, the abs is what is the final. The abs is like the stamp that says you have completed a journey. Right? It's like you can't buy it and put it on. The abs is just like the litmus test. It's what that's the final show.
Like the final piece to the puzzle. The abs.
Final piece to the puzzle. Right? So we're going to do a lot of other things before we get to the abs. We're going to do a lot of other things before we get to abs. So you come and you say, all right, then I'll ask you for make some adjustment. Probably ask you how you've been eating to kind of get a feel of where, if there are weaknesses in your diet program.
Yeah, a lot of them.
And then we work through that. Say, all right, we can clean up some areas so we reduce the type of calories you're consuming, because not all calories are equal. So once we fix that, I will fix that alongside. We say you need it to be more active. How are they gonna do if you cycle, you swim, you walk, you jog, whatever you do, get more activity in. Or if you want to come into the gym, you say come into the gym, let me put on some muscles on your body. I would suggest you put the muscles on your body, because muscle it's more aggressive, it burns more calories, and so we get to your goal faster.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So let me ask you a thing, because I'm of the belief that the treadmill don't really work for me. The treadmill don't really work. Like, when I on the treadmill, I feel like an idiot. I just feel like I run to myself. I just go over and over, right? Is there any benefits with the treadmill versus running outside? Is there any kind of benefit, or exercise?
Yeah. It depends. The terrain may be different outside, which can be dangerous to your knees and joints, stuff like that over time. If you're running on asphalt, which is uneven surface, you can have negative consequence for over time for your joints. So it may be some treadmills have little shock absorbers. So in terms of impact to your bones in your joints, it will be less running on a treadmill. Even though it's boring, it's not as exciting and adventurous as being outside. But it's also safer, right? Because you can get a treadmill late at night. So just you run outside after 7 hours. So there's some other advantages of trying a treadmill. And of course, you can change the incline and stuff like that on the treadmill, which you can't.
So I normally use the treadmill to warm down after exercising. But just one quick question though. Let us say, I mean, you are a person who you are a regional manager for Flow, so that is long hours of working, and I have a job that I can travel. I can be in Westmoreland tomorrow, and then be in St. Thomas the next day. So, but I try to exercise at least twice a week. Is that sufficient enough to maintain, to keep a fat and to maintain a level where your body is concerned?
Depends on 2. Would like a little bit more than 2. 3 would be good. I work out 3 days per week. 3, 4 because I do personal training. So when I'm training my clients, I do a little stuff with them as well. So it could be more than 3. But 3 main days is just my program. I do the program 3 days. But you know what? Push-up is a badass exercise.
What's that?
Push-ups.
Push-ups. Oh. What about planking?
Push-ups to 50 push-ups, you reduce your chance of heart attack by 50%.
Because I plank for 1 minute daily, Is that a great exercise as well?
Planks, good. Planks, push-ups, lunges.
And burpees.
Front, reverse lunges. Some push-ups.
What about skipping? Skipping.
Good too. It's good cardio. Good cardio.
All right. Well, listen. Let me ask you.
You can do that in the hotel room. You can do it in your room. Some lunges or push-ups.
True. Let me ask you. Are you currently taking on new clients?
Yeah, I do consultations. People can call me up. They want to have a conversation. We can walk them through the process. And if they want to also start a program, we can do something together.
Is it free consultation or at a cost?
Yeah, I do free consultations.
Free consultation. All right. So you do free consultation, and do you provide the exercise routine? Let's say, for example, somebody who is overseas, far out. Do you do the exercise routine and the eating portion, or just exercise routine?
Both. Because I said it's 50-50. It's a lifestyle. When you move into a lifestyle, when somebody come to me, I'm gonna have a conversation. What do you want? Why do you want to do this? What's a motivating factor? Because as I said to you before, motivation alone is not gonna make you do this. The motivation is gonna run out after about 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I've seen it many times. People come in, especially after the New Year resolution. Those are motivations. People come in thinking that I'm motivated to do this. And after a week, they're like, 2 weeks, they're like, it's not gonna last. Motivation is gone. So start by intervention in terms of your psychology and understand that this is gonna be a lifestyle adjustment. That's gonna just be discipline that's gonna take you here each day.
All right. So
you're going, Kevin?
no, go ahead, Ryan.
Okay, so Kerry, as a person who studied economics, you were a manager, and you wear many other hats. What motivated you to get into the World Health thing?
Okay, so good question. Really, really good question. My motivating factor was I lost my mom to a lifestyle disease. She died from strokes, which comes from persistent hypertension, and she died after getting a second stroke. And she was only 42 years of age. And and I was 12 then. I didn't understand much, but as I got older, I kind of understand what that meant, and so I said, "Listen, I want to have management of my health. There's nothing without my health." And so that was my motivation to go into the space to understand it. And I started in college. Started working out in college. Even though I started with just doing it for fun, I have a bunch of friends, and then after that, I started studying the space, studying the field. I started understanding the length and breadth of what fitness is about, and how in terms from a health perspective, it can be useful for life. So for me, it's not so much about the look. It's more the look is real positive, right? So it's more like what are the attendant health benefits that to get from it.
All right, so Kerry, if someone is interested, because people shy, people afraid, people full of pride.
Yeah.
If someone is interested and say, you know what, this guy speak to me today. This guy talk some stuff will pique my interest. This guy, I was looking for, because sometimes, sometimes people say, God, if we need to lose weight, show me a sign. And here comes Carey Anderson to show them.
Sure.
Right? Fall right in them lap, right?
Yeah.
How can somebody reach out to you if they are interested?
They can call me, reach me on WhatsApp mainly. My number is 876-822-5590. I repeat, 876-822-5590. You can reach me.
I'm gonna put it up here. So 1 second.
Yeah, but while Kim is putting up the number, another question. They say health is wealth, and you are also integral in helping people to create wealth.
Yeah.
So could you give us a little overview in terms of how you go about doing that as well?
Wealth creation. Yeah, like wealth creation is a long journey for people who are willing to delay some gratification. So it's not going to be about today. It's going to be about sometime.
Oh, sorry. Before you go any further, is there any myth you want to bust as well?
Yeah. That getting rich is an overnight thing. It's a lie. It's a big lie. It's the biggest lie ever told. Nobody gets rich overnight, no matter what I tell you.
Yeah, naturally. Yeah.
Lottery winners don't keep their winnings. They all lose it. 80% of them lose it.
Like lotto winners.
Yeah, lotto winners. 80% of millionaires in America comes from the creation of wealth. I go further. The average age of American millionaires is 48. The average age of an American millionaire is 48. Don't watch ball players, don't watch entertainers. They make up less than 1% of the population. Those are special.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, man, they make up less than. How many top ballers are in America? Do you have 1,000 basketball NBA players that makes crazy money? No. And
not really.
And most sports players go broke after 5 years.
5 years, yeah, I know that. They are the lotto winners are in the same boat.
5 years of leaving the league. It's a myth. You don't get rich overnight. There's nothing like that. You become rich by specializing in something and become really, really, really good at it, which takes 15 to 20 years to do.
So Friday, I was in a seminar. I don't know if you know of Tony Robbins. He's a speaker.
Love him. Listen to a lot of Tony.
Yeah. He had a 5-hour seminar Friday, and I was at work, but tuned in for like about 3 or so hours. And he mentioned something very important that I never know. He said that you have a lot of companies, but the major companies, like the Fortune 500 companies, they actually make up less than one. I think he said less than 1% of the companies that make a million or more in terms of revenue.
Yeah. In Jamaica, it's hard. In Jamaica, you need to know the numbers too. A lot of small businesses in Jamaica are on life support.
Yeah, so he was basically giving a breakdown, like after 5 years, 50% fail. After 7 or 8 years, 80% of these businesses fail. After 10 years, 90% of them fail. And then after you reach an X amount of years, you are now down to 4%. And then he also mentioned that that the 4% that do not fail does not mean that they are making a profit. They are existing.
Listen, Amazon took 13 years to turn a profit.
You said Amazon took 13 years?
13 years to turn a profit.
To turn a profit, okay.
Yeah. They were making losses for 12 years.
Wow.
So since we pivot to the business side of things,
it's a whole session, you know.
Yeah, man. But just really quickly, when it starts, because I think everybody nowadays want to be entrepreneur. Everybody want to own their own business. Everybody thinks it's something easy, right? My philosophy is, listen, me go and work for X person and go and build my little team, brick by brick. But a lot of people, them don't want to work for nobody, them don't want this, them don't want to do that, right?
I give you a simple formula. If you want to be rich, simple. Are you gonna say you're not gonna be rich tomorrow? Just tell yourself that. I understand. Not next year, not the following year. If you're making $100,000 per month, you're gonna make $80,000.
Hold on, because I'm my part of the things. Hold on. You say if you're making $100,000 per month,
you're gonna live off 80.
So take 80 and put it somewhere.
All right, 20 is untouchable. You take out 20.
20 is untouchable. Okay.
Yep. No matter what in your life, but 20 is not gonna touch.
But Carey, the book, what's the name again? The Richest Man in Babylon, him tell me about 10 years. Him tell me 10%.
No, he says 30%. He live off 70%.
30%.
Yeah, that might be so aggressive.
30%. 30%.
30%?
Yeah.
So that's 10%.
You live off 70.
All right. So you say you make 100,000.
Yeah. That's the biggest problem. People get their income and they spend all of it.
So when you take 20,000 now and you put so every month now you take 20,000 and you put it aside. No matter what's going on.
Not just aside. You're not gonna open a bank account. You're gonna open an investment account. Okay. So we're not going to talk about bank account. We're going to talk about an investment account.
Okay, investment account.
We're going to put the 20,000 in an investment account. You don't want to know what's an investment account? Go over Guardian, go over Mayberry, ask them to tell them you want to buy into a fund.
So what about, so obviously I'm not there in Jamaica, I'm there overseas, right? So if you have, so again, would the equivalent be like a Roth IRA or something like that?
Something like that.
All right.
If 91 of that, put the 20 over there every month.
So you put the 20,000 over there, and you just say, oh, obviously you can't touch it, right?
You forget about it.
And every month you put 20 over there.
Forget about it.
And then give me a timeline when we can start smiling.
You just have 5 years.
5 years.
5 years.
Yes, Lord. Yes.
After 5 years.
All right.
You can take that money, you can take that money, you can go to the bank. The bank don't lend you money if you don't have money.
Yeah.
Right? You go to the bank, you say, bank, I have this. I want to borrow against it.
Yeah.
You could lend your money against your stocks.
Yeah.
You can go and take that money and buy a car if you want a car.
Yeah.
The bank will lend you that money at a reduced interest rate. Other than you walk into the bank and say, I want the money to buy a car. You get it at a high interest rate. Then if you walk in and say, I have some stocks, I want to borrow against my stocks, you get that at a lower interest rate.
Yeah.
All right. So what about the people who are risk averse? So like,
scared money don't make money.
They must say, well, we can't put. All right. Suppose they must say, because you know you have the investment part, right? The investment part, but you also have like a CD account, like certificate of deposit, where it's like you get like 5%.
You don't leave your money in the bank.
No.
You need an investment account, not a savings account. Investment account.
All right. Perfect. Listen, boss. Listen, I don't know who sent you, but you speak something today, and for that I am eternally grateful. But before you go, boss, if there is, again, we have people, we're now obviously trying to build back a channel.
Yeah.
And it's our purpose, so we feel like our purpose is to give information out there to the masses. That is really important, either for their survival, for their upliftment, for their greatness, in order for them to be successful. Because if we have the information, we can't deal with it, right?
Yeah,
so we want to give the information to everybody, right? Yeah. So in leaving, I would just say, give us 3 things. It can be fitness, it can be life, it can be wealth. Just give us 3 things, 3 ways, 3 anything that we can use to improve our life. Let's give you advice. 3 things that you can say, oh, if you do this, if you do this, if you do this, you're on the right path of wealth, the right path for fitness, the right path for education, whatever it is. We just want 3 things, but we can take on it.
I would say your health is your wealth.
Okay.
Yeah? And I would say to young people, make use of your 20s. Don't throw away your 20s partying, having fun. Your 20s is vital. Your 20s is vital. Start young. Start invest young. If I could go back in time, I would have been more aggressive about my 20s. I would be okay today in my 40s. Yeah. If you get your 20s right and your 30s right, your 40s will be glorious. The things you can do in your 40s will be out of this world. Do not watch the crowd and try to follow the crowd. You're not going to get in the way you follow the crowd. You're going to be just like the crowd.
Just like the crowd.
People in their 40s and 50s, and they were partying in their 20s. Don't watch that. Those who didn't party in their 20s are now living it up in their 40s. Yep. That's where you want to live it up, in your 40s and 50s.
Yep.
And beyond. So I would say that. And I would say, what other thing? It's life, people. Life is work. Right? Life is not about partying every day having fun.
Yep.
Life is about duty and responsibility and work.
Yep. I have one more thing for you. Being, with all the accolades we have, there's always a thing being said that you rarely ever see a successful man out there without a woman who is holding down the fort, right? Without a woman who is holding down the fort. And I think we'll end on this one. If Ryan doesn't have anything else, but how important, right? And again, we are talk to the man them, right? Because we've seen, we've all had friends who them reach the summit and the wrong woman just bring it all down, right?
Yeah.
And listen, we are to blame as well because we picked the woman, right? And I'm sure we have been in situations where we love a woman or we like a woman and she not the right woman for we, but she have something, whether the bottom big, whether the shape curvy, whatever it is, we get distracted, we get sidetracked at times, right? How important to a man's success you believe a level-headed, a stable, a solid woman is for him to
It's everything, man. It's everything. I can tell you, it's everything. It's everything. Listen, a woman is so powerful in a man's life. No matter a billionaire, right? If he's not getting along with his woman, he's not gonna have a good day, right? And he needs to be in a good space every day because he's handling so much things around. So if he chooses the wrong woman, his life is messed up. So it's important that he chooses the right fit for him. For certain guys who are successful in the journey, there are not a lot of girls who will be your fit. Not a lot of girls going to be your fit. You got to find the right one that fits into your what you want.
Yes, sir. 100%.
100% agreed.
It's a small world. It's a small road to travel.
Yeah.
Work it in end.
Trust me. One bad woman just bring it.
I mean, we see it over and over and over in a different fields. The sports players, the whatever field they are in, the men who are up there, the wrong choice can bring them down.
Wrong choice. And and definitely, with that, Mr. Anderson, again, on behalf of the viewers, those who commented, those who didn't, Ryan, myself, Socrates who was here. Listen, man, really, really, really appreciate you coming on. Listen, a lot of times we talk about some other bangarang too. So if you're in the bangarang space,
everything, man.
Some bangarang talking, you're more than welcome to come on. It was a pleasure. Listen, right now, I have to go supermarket again because I have to go clear my shelf because I'm doing it wrong. But listen, man, I know time is everything. Time is valuable, and for you to come and share your time in our space, it means everything to us. It means everything to us. So thank you very, very, very much. A lot of we have work tomorrow, so I'll get some sleep now. But we'll definitely be in communication, and everyone's number is being across the screen on the banner. If you guys want some training, want some nutrition, this is your guy. Thank you again, Mr. Anderson.
Yeah, man.
Everybody big up. Ryan, look at more.
Yeah, man. Respect for coming, Carey, and thanks for the information.
Yeah, thanks.
All right.